This is an special presentation from Marshall Sani in Brazil. This is CNN.
Celebrating 25 years of achievement. This is CNN. Bringing you the world for 25 years. This is CNN.
Yes, it's coming.
Okay, well let's have a look at the weather picture. Actually,
I would really love to be able to get this snowball from my studio across towards the new studio, but I don't think I'm that good a shot. Michael Daljeet, over to you. It's so tempting.
I saw you telling Jim Clancy that you were going to wear a paper bag on your head or something.
Oh, yeah, but I've got my makeup on now, so the paper bag is standing by just in case.
Anyway,
you keep that snow in that weather.
Go away and
I could probably, if we open the door, I could probably get it through to you.
Yeah, right, you try it.
It'd be my last day.
Time now for a check of global weather conditions.
And that wacky Femi Oke, who is actually in trouble because she did actually come out here and throw snow at us. She did.
Hey, what fun we have in the breaks.
Yes, what you don't know goes on in those commercial breaks. All right, get on with it.
You dried out quite nicely though, Michael.
If we push the big red button, we go back to John.
Congratulations. Thanks indeed, Femi. World News Europe continues in 30 minutes.
and after that is World Business Today. Stay with us. Or rather, we'll have World Business Today right after this.
Charles Hodgson has lost his voice. We'll try to get him a lozenge and get him back a little later to fill you in on what's happening in the markets. Meanwhile, we'll take a short break. You need one?
Yeah, I do.
We'll see what we can do. We'll get to it.
The great outdoors. Richard Quest, CNN, Boulder, Colorado.
I'm not sure if Richard likes the great outdoors, but anyway, on tomorrow's programme, Richard will report from the Pacific Northwest. There's more great outdoors for him. He'll be spending the day with suburbanite moms, it says here in the script, in the I shouldn't really call them that, moms, in the battleground state of Oregon.
Do you think he went mountain climbing with that suit on?
I rather doubt it. Maybe, I think he kept the suit on so that he couldn't go mountain climbing. That's what I suspect, but we'll get the truth when he comes back.
Right, talking about making a business out of something. Actually, that probably sounded ruder than I intended it to do. Jenny Harrison's with us. Miss Harrison. Now, regular viewers will be aware, of course, that I was on my travels this weekend in the service of our corporation. I was in Istanbul and I went via Amsterdam. Now, if you're going to Amsterdam, Jenny, because if it's spring again, I brought for you
some tulips.
Tulips from Amsterdam. There they are.
Well, thank you very much.
Real tulip. Actually, they're called tulipa, which is probably what you'd call tulips, and a nice variety. I shall send them across to you for your garden.
Well, thank you very much. That would be. I shall show you them on air when I get them. I shall plant them. We'll have a whole thing. Tulips growing, week in, week out. Everybody will be sick to death of tulips.
And then we can compare your tulips with my hyacinths.
Oh, well, there we go. These hyacinths that we never have yet seen. Well, finally, we return to U.S. politics.
Here's the hand. Are we still on?
We're still on.
We're still on.
I wanted to bet money. What are we betting?
We're betting on a fine bottle of whatever is appropriate. You can have it as soda, wine, champagne, or just water.
Okay, well, depending on Richard's generosity, we'll see what I'll be drinking tomorrow.
For your career. What you say, how you say it, can make or break your next...
And that was Todd.
I have no idea.
That's been World News Europe.
Well, Wagga Wagga. I mean, how can you not go to a place called Wagga Wagga?
Exactly.
I think you
on
go.
my list.
That's right, it's on your list. All right, Kevin. Very okay then.
We both look forward to reading these kinds of stories on the air.
Yeah.
There is a major effort underway to transform the capital's toilets from foul to fragrant. City officials are hosting, yes, the World Toilet Summit in Beijing. We weren't invited. Next year's summit will be held in the United Kingdom. Time to reserve a head.
Yeah, does that mean that they have to go from one to, let's
This has been Your World Today. I'm Jonathan Mann.
And I'm Timmy Machaber.
And who would you have had as
Person of the
year? Thank you. It's Monday.
I know.
That cold weather is sort of Quest at CNN.com. Did I just I think the words are formulating up here, but they're not quite coming out here, so let's move on. Now, I think it's important to say this. Yeah, it's important.
I think so too. I know what you're going to say.
What am I going to say?
Well, you're going to say that's not necessarily just Person of the Year. Picking a Person of the Year is not necessarily about approving what they do. It's just about what kind of significant impact that this person has made.
She's right. Year. I was going to say that. It's not about the good or the bad. It's about what sort of significant... Well, you've just said it, haven't you? Now, Manita.
No, I just can read your mind, that's all.
Can you read... Quest@cnn.com, by the way. You should have the email address somewhere down there. Can you read the mind of Martin Jeans as to what he's going to...
Yeah, he's going to say that it's not going to be such great weather here in Europe, huh, Martin?
Yes. Yes, you're right.
Wow. We thank you very much. I think I prefer the penguin to the cat, actually.
Well, let me give you a little demonstration.
Have you got a moment? We've got...
Ah, here's much more fun, isn't he? Now, that's fun. Now, that's a toy. And he always turns left. Always turns left.
Martin Jeans at the World Weather Centre. Gonna love you and leave you with the sights and sounds of this morning. In other words, it's time for this. I'll see you tomorrow.
In fact,
oh yeah, the shirts off thing.
Yeah, well, but watch this. This happened a couple of years ago. After the goal scorer heads in the goal, look what he does. He takes off his cleats and pretends to make a phone call. No fines, just a lot of fun down in South America. That was back in March 2001, so we have seen it before.
He and the rope pulled my big old booty in.
Isn't that amazing?
I don't know what booty is, and Michael won't tell me.
Look, gluteus maximus.
Very nicely done.
Yes, yes.
See you later.
Right.
See you soon.
Striker Ahmed Johnson allegedly threw a knife at teammate Federico Gianti. Reports say a rough tackle precipitated the incident. Where'd the knife come from? It was on the pitch to clean shoe studs. No one was seriously injured, although the so-called victim in this case did receive a cut lip. The Besiktas manager downplayed the whole tussle, saying a small incident like that could happen in any football club. You don't see knives being tossed around that often on the training ground, but that's what happened over in Turkey today.
Yeah, it's normally going on behind us here,
yeah.
But, you know, it's not there.
Pulling one out of your back right now, Michael.
Oh. So, Michael, heard any good tunes lately?
He's a very good cover. They gave him a CD with it on it. I tell you, the fact just listening to Tiger Woods getting that 2 words, prenup.
Yes, indeed. By the way, going back to the tennis story, the Spanish sports minister is not amused. He hasn't accepted the official apology.
Really?
He wants a government investigation. He's also complaining to the International Olympic Committee.
James Morrison was a trumpeter. He's a very famous horn player in Australia.
More famous
how could
now.
they have made a mistake like that?
Well, he just picked. They gave him a CD. They didn't identify which tune he was supposed to pick. So he just went for something.
That sounded pretty good at the time. Who could blame him? The joke. He said, "I'm looking at a group of very heavily armed people." He said they were soldiers, most of them, of course, wearing body armor and armor. And he said, "I'm telling myself, if I'm not funny, it's a problem." Probably all about timing. He probably said it a lot better.
Yeah. He's a very funny man, though.
Had to be there.
Yeah. World News Europe is next on CNN. It's coming up in the programme.
Al Bell. Charles, how are you?
Sergeant Michael, hello.
Hello. I didn't get that joke, actually. Does that mean I'm not funny too? Never mind. Well, most of what he had to say, though, was a bit too risque. So we'll just tease you with that and not tell you any of his jokes. It's a bit cruel, isn't it? Yes, very mean. You just have to take our word for it, but it was a bit too risque. World News Europe continues in 30 minutes right here on CNN.
And next on World Business Today, the United States and Iraq actually agree on something. Sorry, the United States and France actually agree on something to do with Iraq. We are going to tell you what, but in a moment.
This is an special presentation from Marcel Sani in Brazil. This is CNN.